Let's take a look at the Indian fatigue stuff, dude. They're mad. So I got an email, yes, literally an email from somebody saying to react to this video where this is the thumbnail. Indian fatigue cringe fest. So apparently I'm gullible, Tyler Oliveira is a liar, and then Mark Dice is delusional. And I kind of like, you know, I think it's hilarious that he's being called a liar, like he's misrepresenting India or something. And in the thumbnail, you can literally see a chunk of poop flying toward his mouth. Like they can't, like maybe don't use the image of Tyler Oliveira where there's poop flying at his face to say, you know, he's misrepresenting India. Because if you're going to say he's misrepresenting India by saying that they're throwing poop at each other, and the photo you use to call him a liar is one where there's literally poop flying at him, it kind of makes you look a little stupid. I'm going to go ahead and say that. But yeah, gotta say I'm looking good. Maybe I have to pull out the wife beater some more. I got a little bit of that chest hair coming in. So yeah, not looking too bad, gotta say. And yeah, anyway, let's take a look at this. Indian fatigue cringe fest. Yeah, I got named in this video, I guess, because I disavowed Gorhaba and a few other things, but we'll give this guy a fair shot and let's take a look.
The Western society has found a new fetish these days, and it's not like their usual fetishes like being a cuck or being a furry or being an LGBT activist. Their latest fetish is being an asshole while talking to Indians or talking about Indians. And
okay, hold on a second. So he just said Westerners are being assholes when talking about Indians, but he literally starts the video off by being like, yeah, Westerners are gay furries and all cucks. So what are you, like the nicest guy ever? You're gonna call us assholes, but you're gonna deal with all this shit to start off the video? I mean, I don't care, to be honest, but let's not act like you're a saint, bro. We're all assholes here.
Latest fetish is being an asshole while talking to Indians or talking about Indians. And since these guys get little to no resistance from Indians across the globe, these guys have become way...
You think that people get little to no resistance when criticizing Indians? Are you high? Like, Tyler Oliveira literally got doxxed and harassed for like days to weeks after releasing his first Gorhaba video. They didn't leave him alone. You think Indians are like super peaceful? They wanted this guy dead. Yeah, man, you know, usually we let all the Indian hate slide, but today I've had enough. No, you don't let any of it slide, dude. A slight criticism and the entire comment section is flooded with threats.
To direct and comfortable in their hate mongering. If this video came to your feed, then there's a 100% chance that you have seen a video of a random foreigner cherry picking some incidents from India and labeling it as
me the foreigner? Oh, I'm the foreigner. Oh, okay. Interesting. You know, I'm on my home turf, but I guess if you want to call me a foreigner, you can go right ahead. I just think there's a twinge of irony there. Before we dive back in, here's something you can actually do when you're bored. Play games and get paid for it. If you click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen, you can sign up for freecash.com right now and start earning. It's simple. You create an account with your email and password. It takes seconds. Inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through the levels, and the cash lands straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull in 10 to 20 bucks a day, but if you put in the effort, you can earn a hell of a lot higher. If you spend a couple dollars in game, you can hit the levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds or even $500 or more on certain offers. But you don't have to spend anything. You can stick to the free offers and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of just sitting there and scrolling, you're making money and playing at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. You got PayPal and gift cards. So if you're curious, hit the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen. Sign up for free. Start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll also get a bonus $5 to kick things off.
As if whole country of India does it. For example, this cow...
No, that's not true. No one's saying the whole country of India celebrates Gorhaba, but part of the country of India does, and that's bad enough.
Festival, which is celebrated in only one small village in India, is now being labeled as whole India's festival.
Nah, bro, no one's saying entirety of India celebrates this festival. We're just saying part of India celebrates that festival, and that's bad enough. I don't have to say your whole country does the poop throwing festival. I just have to say one part of it does, and that's bad enough, bro. Like, that's not good.
Koi sense hai is baat ka? It's like watching a homemade American cuckold porn and straight away coming to the conclusion that every American man is a cuck, which most probably is true, but we should not be generalizing an entire population based.
So let me understand this. American men are mostly cucks, but you have gone on to... Wait, did my spacebar doesn't work, man. The Indians got me, dude. They've hacked my computer.
Activities of some selective individuals.
So he's saying that American men are cucks cucks, but I've literally seen like so many videos of Indian men trying to flirt with white women that are touring their country, and they have the worst riz imaginable that oftentimes they give up the riz halfway through and just take their cocks out and hope the girl doesn't run away.
But you know, Westerners,
that's pretty cucked, man.
Right? If they would have this much brain to understand these basic things, then we wouldn't have to make these kinds of videos. But since we are making these kinds of videos, let's get straight to the point. We'll see the Indian fatigue video, which has more than 1 million views, and like any other India hating video, this video also has a lot of misinformation and lies, which we'll talk about. And to make this video more interesting for me and more informative for you,
I think the scary part about discussing these things is that you don't need to lie, right? I think for some things, you have to make shit up, right? If you want to make a certain group look bad when that group is really innocent, you have to lie. But when you're talking about, you know, common practices in India, some of the laws they have, I'm pretty sure marital rape is like just still legal there. That's like, you know, I don't have to make up shit, okay? The videos exist, the data exists. India doesn't need to be like, you know, it's not like this magical place that people have to lie about in order to, you know, make people hate it. It's like you just look at Google Maps and that's all you have to do.
What I'll do is I won't be reacting to the original video, but instead of that, I'll react to the reaction of the original video.
That's me.
This way we'll cover two kinds of Westerners. One that creates these misinformative, hate-mongering
Is that supposed to be me? Pretty accurate.
Content, and the other that believes everything that's been fed to them, and not just believing, these guys propagate it further, leading to more hate mongering and misinformation. Before we dive into this video, I'll give you some intel on the creator of this Indian fatigue video. This guy is an American but is from Middle Eastern descent, and he's a Muslim. You might think it's unnecessary.
Is he talking about me or Ibs? I'm not. Yeah, he has to be talking about Ibs because I'm not Muslim.
To point out this guy's religion here, but we also need to understand that every guy's opinion.
Dude, he's gonna, bro, okay, I don't know why he's reacting to me and not Ibs, because, bro, I swear Indians hate Middle Easters more than, like, New York City did post 9/11. The amount of beef these people have is ridiculous. I don't know what their problem is. I thought they were, like, neighbors, and they were, like, you know, they just didn't really hang out. I didn't know they had this much beef, man. Dude, Pakistan versus India, it's been going on for so long, and, like, I still don't even know what side is fighting for what. If someone wants to explain this to me, maybe I'll pick up a jersey. I don't know who I'm supposed to root for.
Opinions and biases and way of thinking is shaped by their environment, their schooling, and their religion as well. Especially if they are from an Abrahamic religion. Because most of these guys are brainwashed from the childhood to hate anyone who does not follow the same religion as these guys. And
not
you'll
me.
see a hint of that hate.
He's not talking about me, I hope, right? I mean, he's got to still be talking about Ibs. Like, I literally don't care what your religion is. I think that's why I like America, is you can kind of be whatever religion you want. There's a lot of countries you don't have that freedom.
In this entire Indian fatigue video.
Alright, so there's a video that's kind of going viral. For those watching or for those listening, that's old me on the top, new me on the bottom. Right now, called Indian Fatigue. It has nearly 500,000 views in 4 days, and it's made by friend of the channel Ibs. So I'm happy to see him going viral.
So basically, one friend makes a video and the other one gives his seal of approval. It's
Do you know what a friendship is? Yeah, bro, his friend made a video and he liked it, bro. He must want to suck his cock. Are you like, I don't even, he has a problem with me dropping a like on the video that my friend made. I'm like explaining something that is so obvious and he's like, yeah, so as you can see, he's clearly biased. No fucking shit. Like, the reason I'm saying that is so that people know my biases. That's like a transparency thing for me. Like, what? Yeah, bro, I'm telling the truth and that's gay. Huh?
Like 2 girls, 1 cup thing, where one...
It's 2 girls, 1 cup to have friends. Are you like have you just no friends?
Guy shits on the cup, which is obviously Indian people, and the other guy just eats that shit up.
You know, there might be some Indians. I like how his analogy was poop. That's kind of funny. That see this and get very upset with him just based off of the title and the fact that they see the video is an hour long. An hour of him, I guess, airing out his grievances with the Indian community.
This video title is basically copied from a different Indian fatigue video which was yeeted out of existence by some unknown forces. That video also had a lot of misinformation and generalization as well as plain lies, and this video is also going to be the same.
And I mean, I gave it a like because I'm his friend and I haven't even watched all all of it. So, you know, maybe I have to take away the like while watching it. We'll see. Yeah, the thumbnail is just insane, by the way.
The video is not yet started and he's already sucking up to his balls. This clearly shows
I'm sucking up to his balls because I said that if he says something that I don't like, even though he's my friend, that I'll call him out for it, man. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely sucking his balls by being like as honest and open about my biases as possible. What are you saying?
how unbiased this reaction is going to be.
Yeah, also, I don't know, like, why are you even watching me? Go watch the original video. Like, if you're reacting to the reaction, it's like, I don't even understand what, I mean, obviously I'm a goat, so maybe he wants to hear what the goat has to say. I understand, you're free to listen, but at the end of the day, I feel like the arguments that you're going to be responding to are the arguments that are being made from the original video that I'm, like, either agreeing with or expanding on. So go watch the original video. It's not age restricted, too. I mean, honestly, a part of me takes this as a giant win for the state of YouTube, because the fact that you can make a video titled Indian Fatigue with this as the thumbnail and not get age restricted, that's so goated. Get monetized. I hope he's monetized on this. I hope he's making money. I hope he can keep the lights on. That would be insane, though.
So basically, shocked to see that you can say whatever to Indians on YouTube and you can still earn money out of it. Like,
oh, dude, that's terrible, man. Freedom of speech resulting in a payment? Huh, that sucks, man. Wait, you can talk shit about people and get paid for it? Oh, man, the humanity. That's crazy, bro. It's because, like, you're about to probably do the same exact thing for 30 minutes, so you clearly don't have a problem with it. You started the video off by saying Westerners are gay cucks. And so what? You're benefiting from the same rules that I am. So what the fuck? I don't understand. You have a problem with people, you know, making money off of giving their opinions when you do the same exact thing?
there's no moderation from YouTube's end to
no moderation. No, there is moderation. There's 100% moderation. Like, do you think I started the video off by saying, let's nuke India tonight? Like, everyone gather around, we're gonna Oppenheimer this motherfucker? That's not what I said at all. Like, this is so stupid. Like, these people want to say in Pearl Clutch about moderation, when the reality is, you should see what people are saying on Twitter. If you want to see what no moderation looks like, go on Twitter and look at what people are saying about India and Indians. You would find YouTube a fucking McDonald's play place in the dialogue compared to Twitter.
Stop bullying, harassment or hate mongering against Indians. And it's obviously a big win for creators like these because it gives them a free pass to be as bad as possible in the name of criticism. And see how...
What the fuck are you talking about? In the name of criticism is criticism. You're saying they get a pass to be critics in the name of criticism. That's what criticism is. You just said the same thing twice. I don't understand.
Happy he looks about this. Like he's getting a cut from the ad revenue of this video.
And yeah. Bro just said he's happy to get money. Yeah, bro. Did that have to be said? So I guess let's just make some, observations and commentary prior to the video. Mind you, by the way, we're 8 seconds into my video, so we're all on the same page. My opinion about talking about Indians is my opinion about talking about any group of people. I think criticizing any group based on things they can control is fine. Indians can control their culture, you know? They can't control their skin color, you know, their race, or their accent, right? Those are all things that are, I would say, immutable.
You're wrong on this, buddy. Accent can be controlled and changed with practice. And I'm pretty sure you don't even know what culture actually means.
Right. Wait, what? No, I mean, yeah, accent can be changed with practice, but I'm saying if you're born in a certain area where everybody has a certain dialect, you will continue and you will inherit that dialect. Like, that's obvious. I'm giving you, like, that's something that I'm saying in your favor. So... I don't understand. Why would you even argue against that? I'm saying your accent is something that you're mostly born with because you're speaking, you know, it's the same thing as your language. You're speaking what your parents are speaking or like what your society is speaking and you're sounding the way they sound. I mean, I guess if you like fly to some other part of the world, you'll start to adapt the way they do things. But for the most part, it's out of your control. Right? I think that's like a fair thing to say. And so with Indians, there's definitely some things I would say with their culture that's worth criticizing, as is with every culture. I do think they have some uniquely, I would say, irritable things that people find with their culture, like scamming, call centers.
What the fuck, man? Do you really believe that these things come under culture? Or you literally...
Well, yeah, I mean, if something is taking place in a certain region by a certain group of people, more than another place with a different group of people, then that would be a culture. Yeah, 100%. Like,
literally had nothing else to say, so you came up with some random crime happening in India. That's dumb as fuck, man. A culture...
How is that dumb? Like, I don't understand. This is the issue, is you always want to have to, like, people are always looking to take the good of what their people do and, you know, while completely ignoring the bad, right? So, for instance, if I wanted to say that, like, Chinese people have, like, really good food, I'm sure they would say, yeah, 100% our food's the best, right? But if I said, yeah, their government is, like, super authoritarian and corrupt, they'd be like, oh, nah, bro, not cool, too far. So it's like, I'm allowed to talk about your culture, but only when I have nice things to say about it. That seems super counterproductive. That doesn't seem like it benefits anybody, because that just leaves you narrow-minded and in this like never-ending echo chamber of like ethnic supremacy. That's ridiculous.
There is basically popular belief, customs, or ideals of a particular society, like not washing.
Yeah, popular beliefs, customs, and traditions, right? So a tradition, whether it would be religious or cultural, could be something that your group repeatedly does. So Indians do have a tradition of call centers and scamming. I know this because like once a fucking week, I get somebody calling my phone pretending to have the name like Greg, who says my car warranty is expired. I don't even own a fucking car. So obviously it's something where it continues to happen over and over again from one region by one group of people. So that is a cultural problem. That's obvious.
Your ass after you take a shit and spreading it across.
Okay, no, I can't even make this up. He just keeps talking about shit. That's not even me saying this.
Your butt cheeks using a toilet paper and
what
then
the fuck, bro? Why bring that up? Why actually bring that up, man? Now that's just you, bro. Now you're just like, two of his analogies so far was about poop. I'm not even joking.
and applying deodorant to mask the smell of shit is
Bro, you can't, there's no way. There's no way, right?
Western culture, because that thing is being followed in every Western household. On the other hand,
In every Western household, people are wiping their ass with deodorant. Oh, I didn't know that.
school shooting is not Western culture, because only a few people do it, and it's also a crime. Similarly,
Yeah. A lot of people do scams in India. Do you think that the rates that school shootings happen in America is like the same rates that Indians are doing calls? Brother, I get, like I said, at least one call a week from India. I don't get to witness one school shooting a week. Those things are not the same at all.
scamming and all those call center shit is not Indian culture.
Like there's literally a festival, I'm pretty sure. It's called Gorhaba, where they spend
This
is time throwing around cow shit. And that's, again, not even me trying. Yeah, I also don't think he approved of school shootings either. 100%. Yeah.
Mean. I mean,
like, what am I going to sit here and defend that?
Gorhaba is a unique, messy festival.
I'm also not going to act like they don't happen. Like they happen and they're bad. He didn't even admit it. He's like, bro, bro, it doesn't even happen, bro. It happens the same amount of school shootings do.
Where they throw cow shit at each other, but they call it dung. It's believed to have purifying or healing properties. The festival involves collecting cow manure, a priest forming a blessing ritual, and then a battle. So
dude,
they literally have a battle where they throw poop at each other.
One thing that everyone needs to admire about these Westerners is that when they want to hate someone, they go all over the place to find reasons to hate them. Like this festival this guy is talking about, 99% of Indians don't.
That's so funny. Like the average person, he's acting like they have to go out of their way to find reasons to not like Indians. When it's like, when we talk about, like I mentioned earlier, the scam phone calls, is that someone going out of their way to get scammed? Like someone wakes up, they're like, oh man, how can I get scammed so I have a reason to hate Indians? No, like they get the phone call from them. It's so funny to me. Like, dude, yeah, you're just really trying to find a reason. It's like, no, actually, one thing happens and then another thing happens and then that's how the animosity builds up. Like,
don't even know.
You think people just like spawn in, waking up, being super furious at like, Indians and, the culture? Like, that's not how that happens. Nobody starts there.
About this festival because there's only one village in India that celebrates this festival. These people amount to 0.01% of India's population or even less. But Miss Snow White is acting as if whole India celebrates this festival.
Miss Snow White? Is that me? I'm Miss Snow White. Again, I also never said India as a whole celebrates this. I've like literally every single time I've mentioned it, I say that it's a part of India. Like, did that even have to be said? And then it's like, for me, the difference is just like, okay, like if the whole country celebrates it versus a part of the country and nobody has a problem with it, it's like, well, then there's sort of no point. Because when you're saying, oh, the whole country doesn't celebrate it, the reason you're saying that is to make it sound like they disapprove of it. Like, dude, no, not all of us do it. Okay, but so do they have a problem with it? No, not really. Like, we all still kind of worship cows and there's products like for cleaning and stuff that have cow urine in them. So it's like, what's the point? Like, why would you even bring that up to say that not the whole country does it if you know that the whole country kind of like silently or like out loud supports it?
We are talking about this festival. Let's talk about the Tyler guy who made a documentary on this. The documentary itself is kind of a decent vlog where you see a random white guy being treated as a princess.
And you don't even have to say that like the entire country of India doesn't celebrate Gorhaba to make the point that the country is like dirty, because the whole Google Maps test still applies. That's not part of the country. India has like a significant problem with littering, garbage, and filth. Like this is like most of the water, you know, the bodies of water are filled to the brim with garbage. The highways have trash littered like for miles long on the side of the road. This is not something that is just dedicated to one part of India like he's saying this festival is. So again, you know, we can just keep going down the list of things that are countrywide issues like laws, standards, all these sorts of things. But regardless, Gorhaba is like disgusting. That's all, like that's that.
And is allowed to participate in a strange festival in a remote village in India. And that's it. He went there, recorded the festival and came back. After that, if he would have just normally uploaded the documentary like a documentary, then there would be no problem in his video. But the thing is, this guy wanted to create drama. He wanted all kinds of controversies and also wanted to capitalize on the Indian hate. So instead of saying that I'm making a documentary on this specific festival in India, this guy shares his photograph from the festival with a demeaning caption. After that,
dude, the demeaning caption is that he went to the poop throwing festival. The demeaning caption is just him describing what he experienced. That's crazy, bro.
he posts 2 more videos from that same festival with a similar kind of caption. And notice one thing, in each of his posts.
So let me ask you, okay? If his caption is disrespectful, what would you rather him say? If he went to India's poop throwing festival and he wants to tell people that he went to India's poop throwing festival, but you don't want him to say that he went to India's poop throwing festival, what else would you prefer him write? I went to India's sneaky little fun time that I'm not, you know, it's like you have to watch the video to figure it out. I went to a little cool Indian thing, a little celebration. I went to a secret, top secret Indian fun time party. Like, what is that? What you want him to say? Just like pretend that he doesn't know what it is, or that it's like what?
He always
we can't be honest.
Claims this festival as India's poop throwing festival.
It is.
Even though while recording,
is it America's poop throwing festival? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, it's India's poop throwing festival, and he's underlying it. Yo, bro, he said India, bro. It's their festival. It happened in there. Oh, is it China's India? Like, what the fuck are you? Like, literally, this makes. Where else? Where was this? Please tell me. What's this guy's YouTube channel name? Sandman. Yo, Sandman. Where else was it? If it wasn't in India, please tell me what you'd rather him say. He has a problem with saying it happened in India. It did. He has a problem with saying it's a poop throwing festival. It was. So he wants him to just like lie about what happened.
Documentary. He would have realized that this festival is limited to only that particular village and their personal beliefs. But still he kept writing India's poop festival everywhere.
Oh, I get it. Right. So the, religiously justified festival where they throw poop at each other only happens in one part of India, not every inch of the country. Guys, we're here thinking like every single person and their kids and their newborns and in the womb they're also throwing poop when it's like only one part. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. I thought, okay, yeah, no. I mean, I'm sure they also don't hold the same attitudes toward this cow dung, even if they're not throwing it at each other, right? I'm sure they also don't respect the poop itself, even if they're not throwing it.
As if to somehow say that all Indians celebrate this festival. And when Indians pushed back by reporting his post and making fake claims like he did in his post, he started playing the victim card. Like Indians are masked.
Yeah, because he was the victim of a harassment campaign. People need to learn what playing the victim card actually means. When you play the victim card, the reason you can criticize somebody for doing that is when they aren't actually the victim and the thing they did is worse. His only crime, quote unquote, to these people was taking video of what they do, versus what he got in return was massive harassment, doxing, death threats, more misinformation than he spread. And so when you say he's playing the victim card, it's like, yeah, because he's the actual victim.
Festival. Even though while recording his documentary, he would have realized that this festival is limited to only that particular village, as if to somehow say that all Indians celebrate this festival. And when Indians pushed back by reporting his post and making fake claims like
famous YouTuber Tyler Oliveira mother joined OnlyFans, now uploading videos on Pornhub. Bro, this is insane. So they're trying to make him look bad by saying his mom joined OnlyFans, but this doesn't even make any sense. So why, if she joined OnlyFans, would she be uploading to Pornhub? Either she's on Pornhub or she's on OnlyFans. Yo, Indians, if you're gonna try to slander this guy's mom, make it make any fucking sense. Did she join OnlyFans or Pornhub? If she's on OnlyFans, then she would directly be getting money for her videos, whereas she'd be getting advertising money from Pornhub. Those two things are a conflict of interest. I mean, seriously, this doesn't make, like...
like he did in his post, he started playing the victim card. Like Indians are mass reporting me and doing this and that. While
Yeah, bro, mass reporting so that he loses his fucking income is actually harassment.
parallelly uploading controversial clips from his documentary. And let me remind you again, he never clarified that this festival is limited to only one village in India and does not represent the whole population. Only when the final documentary was released, there it was mentioned that only this village celebrates this festival. But till then, damage was already done. Many people across the globe currently think that this is a nationwide festival and every Indian participates in this. Some even think that the festival of Diwali is celebrated like this only, even though it's completely different.
I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know what his political affiliations are or anything like that. But anybody who's got the guts to travel over into a third world country and show the American people what it is that they do to celebrate the country's biggest holiday, I think deserves our respect.
See, this is how these cucks form a narrative. And when people call them out for being misleading or let's say racist, these guys come up with
So you're going to complain about racism while simultaneously saying that Western white Americans are, you know, cucks, right? That we're like inbred, that we're gay. So yeah, dude, the racism needs to stop. But I'm going to keep calling Western white Americans a bunch of cucks, a bunch of whatever else he said, right? At the beginning of the video. So it's like, dude, you have no place to ever speak on this when you do the exact same thing.
lame excuses. Like if media is recording this festival, then it's wholesome.
That's
but if
true.
I record it, it's racist. While completely hiding the fact that the
Does he argue against that point or he just moves on?
marketing of this documentary was
Oh.
in fact racially motivated. And to be honest,
How is that possible? Because he said it happens in India, so it's racist? Okay.
Indians should not be surprised by these kinds of things because this is what these Westerners have been doing from a long time and they're not going to stop anytime soon. I just feel bad for the people of that village because these guys were so generous and friendly and were happy that a foreigner has come to
That's so funny. So he like feels bad for the guys that are smearing poop on the dude.
enjoy their festival.
The guys who threw chunks and boulders of actual cow feces. But I feel bad for those guys, man. They were just trying to have fun.
With them, but those guys were not aware of his real intentions. This guy was acting as if he was really
Does he? So he actually says that it only happens in a small part of India. And my argument was like, okay, that might be true, but the general country defends this behavior. And then later on in this video, he defends this behavior by saying they're all friendly and nice. So like, if you're gonna fucking say that it only happens in one part of the country, but then defend it, it's like, why even bring up that it barely happens if when it does happen, you think it's good?
curious about the festival and even acted as if he enjoyed that festival. But once the documentary was completed, this guy took a U-turn and started shitting on them. So kudos to you,
Shitting.
Tyler, for betraying
I think they were shitting on him.
those poor villagers. One thing that was good in this documentary was that during the festival, this guy and his crew were wearing hazmat suits, which they might have thought would protect them from the cow dung, but actually it was protecting the villagers from these guys. The festival was
You can't make this up. So guys. Dude, there's no way. There's literally no way. It's like, it's actually kind of cute. Like, it's kind of cute that that's like the best they can do. The guy's in the middle of a poop throwing circle wearing a hazmat suit, and this guy's response is like, oh, thank you for wearing that. You actually are protecting us.
basically about throwing cow dung on each other, but having these guys without those hazmat suits would have increased the chances of adding human poop to the cow dung by 100%. It's because
Dude, so his comeback is that Tyler Oliveira has poop on him. Isn't it funny that their best argument, their best response, this guy's best response, like the best he can come up with, is to say, you know, in response to people accusing them of like having a poop festival, that no, actually Americans are poopier. This is it. This is the level of discourse we're at.
of the Western practice of not washing your ass after you take a shit and just
Are you actually serious? That's where we're going with this? That Westerners don't wipe their ass. This is where we're at, okay? I've witnessed in Tyler Oliveira's video a man take a handful of cow poop, sample it, and then proceed to eat it after deciding the sample would have been tasty. And yet we don't wipe our asses? Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, this is the most insane video I think. This might be more insane than the cow poop festival itself, because you might think those people are like brainwashed into doing it, and like, you know, they've grown up around cow poop, and so they're like super okay with it, whatever. It's disgusting, but you could probably think of a reason why they're so okay with it. This guy is like so delusional, and he speaks with this level of confidence. It's like a mind rape to even hear this, because it's like, am I on drugs? Like, this is a gameplay commentary channel. Like, I used to make videos like this. He's sitting here like, yeah, we do throw poop at each other, and drink cow urine, but, these Westerners, dude, they don't even wipe. Really?
Roaming around with deodorant, their fecal material would have mixed with the cow dung and would have given all kind of STDs to those villagers. So thanks a lot for being in that hazmat suit, man. Anyways, while we are talking,
dude, this literally has, this like ratio is 3,000 people, all, like, these are just a bunch of Indians. Like, this guy literally is like, he's their last hope. No one's defending this behavior. The one guy who tries over some gameplay, they're like, dude, let's go. Please, like, thank you. I have something to like. And they were so proud of this as their product of defense. I got emailed this like twice to watch. They had to put signs on beaches in Canada saying not to shit on the beach. Yeah, I think we saw that. Not good.
talking about the cow dung festival, there's a similar festival which is celebrated in USA as well. Here the Americans try to throw the poop as far as possible
Wait, hold on, wait. I'm so curious.
with the cow dung and would have given all kind of STDs to those villagers. So thanks a lot for being in that hazmat suit, man. Anyways, while we are talking about the cow dung festival, there's a similar festival which is celebrated in USA as well. Here the Americans try to throw the poop as far as possible, which
Is he like getting excited?
might seem less ugly than the festival that this Tyler guy documented. But here's the catch. The participants have to throw cow dung in multiple turns, and between each turn,
I feel like first of all, I've never heard of this. Second of all, this is gross. But third of all, there's so much immediately that's different than what you are talking about in India that it's like actually embarrassing to stack these up against each other.
these guys lick their fingers. So now it evens up to the other cow dung festival.
Repeatedly told me to lick my fingers in between
Okay, wait, Loki, I've never heard of this. That's actually so foul.
throws.
Wait, what is this? Cow Dung Festival in Beaver, Oklahoma? Nah, hold on a second. This is kind of nuts, though. I won't lie. He might have one on us, right? What is this? Cow Dung Festival. I never heard of this. This is news to me. Beaver, Oklahoma. Dude, what? Let's see. World Championship Cow Chip Throwing Festival. Let's see. Dude, this is kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Beaver, Oklahoma. I don't see much about this. I'm looking this up on the fly. I'm not seeing anything about it, but yeah, I'm just trying to see. How real is this? Okay, I don't see anything about this on Google, but if this is like a thing that happens in Oklahoma, this is disgusting. I won't lie. They're both gross.
Throws if you throw it.
Why defend one but not the other? Like, that's the thing where it's like, so that's another thing I'm confused about. If he's gonna bring this up, right, to say, oh, Americans do it too, but it's like, but you think that's good? I don't think that's good.
The men's open, you get 2 throws. And the old secret of throwing, after you throw your first chip, you're supposed to lick your fingers before you.
Wait, what did he say? After you throw your first what?
And the old secret of throwing,
In between throws.
well, you get 2 throws. If you throw it in the men's open, you get 2 throws. And the old secret of throwing, after you throw your first chip, you're supposed to lick your fingers before you throw
Your second chip?
your second chip.
So it's up to you to
Interesting.
decide which festival you want to participate in. Have cow dung outside of your body or just lick it. For me, I won't be joining any of these festivals, but that won't make me label the whole community based on these selective individuals. Anyways, coming back to Miss Snow White where we left off. So yeah, go ahead, man.
India, Mr. Snow White, that's what he's calling me. The thing is, we live in a society where I can't call him Snow Brown. Is what it is. Snow White's not bad, though.
Community to worship their first transgender statue in history.
So yeah, we are starting the video with a fake caption. This is not a transgender woman and this is not a god and nobody is worshipping it. But let's see what the cultist has to say about it.
I'm a cultist? Ow.
Holy smokes, we got Indians worshipping animatronics like it's Five Nights in Fnishes. Am I the only one that kind of gets the creeps from stuff like this? I mean, look, it even has like demon fangs and demon claws.
See, that's what I told you earlier. Mr. Bomberman is trying to convince his audience.
Whoa! Whoa! He just called Ibs a fucking terrorist. That's insane. Wait, I thought you didn't generalize people based on things they couldn't control. Now you called him a bomberman? Oh, Ibs, hold on a second. Brother, I gotta link you this video. Let me go full cam real quick so I can send him this video. Dude, he's gonna have a field day with this. Oh my gosh. Let me send this to him, dude. They called him a bomberman. It's over. They called you a bomberman. You have to respond. Dead. Dude, we might have to go to war. war. This might be a full-on war. Now they're attacking him, you know, bringing up his religious. It's like, that's just racism, my boy. That's crazy. And you know what I think is so funny? This is the difference, right? This is what will happen. Ibs will see this, and what he'll say is he doesn't condone dropping bombs on buildings. This guy can't say he doesn't condone dropping poop on people. That's the difference.
Indians worship some kind of demon so that later on he can easily convert them to his religion and get his incentive from his local madrasa. This video is actually from an electronic show which was organized to show various events from the life of Bhagwan Krishna and how he defeated some demons that came to.
Is this like an India #1 account? Like, is this what he, like, because if he hates, you know, Islam, if he hates Western world, what's left? Like, India itself, is it really that great? Should I go there?
Kill him. This woman was a demon, or you can say an American from Middle Eastern descent, and she was sent to kill Bhagwan Krishna, but Bhagwan Krishna killed her instead. You
Bro, what?
can see baby Krishna in this video as well. Doesn't look like a demon, right? Unless you
Nah, it does look like a demon, though. I'm gonna be honest. He said this doesn't look like a demon.
Krishna killed her instead. You can see baby Krishna in this video
Bro, it kind of does. I'm not gonna lie. This shit looks terrifying, bro. If this got near me, I'm literally punting it.
as well. Doesn't look like a demon, right? Unless you are
Bro, literally, bro, there's no way. You zoomed in on this and you said, bro, it doesn't look like a demon, right?
Krishna killed her instead. You can see
Dude,
baby
bro, it doesn't look like a demon at all. It literally does not look one bit like a demon. Brother, if you think this is a demon, you must be crazy mistaken. It is not a demon. It literally is a demon, bro. That's a possessed fucking little, that's a baby that's possessed by a demon.
Krishna in this video as well. Doesn't
That
look
is
like
a demon,
right?
No, bro. I mean, no, not one bit. Doesn't look like a demon at all.
You are some abortion paglu, which is very common in Western society. So in that case, any kind of a baby is a nightmare for you.
What are you talking about?
So this was one part of
Yeah, bro, I just don't think the babies we're giving birth to are fucking blue. Huh.
misinformation that this bomber man is trying to spread. But take a look at Miss Snow White. He's just sitting
I'm not gonna lie, yo, Ibs, he calling me Snow White, he's calling you Bomberman. That's crazy. You know, he's not calling me Cracker, he's not calling me a school shooter. I'm getting Snow White. Bomberman and Snow White. Hey, I'll take it, bro.
there consuming and agreeing to all the shit that's being said. And he'll be like this throughout the video.
I just want to say before we start the video,
That I'm agreeing with what he's saying, maybe because what he's saying is true.
this is no way in shape and form every single Indian on the planet.
Of course not. Like, again, I feel
Wait, so he's mad that I'm agreeing with not stereotyping them? Dude, that's crazy. So who's the better person here? You who's stereotyping all of his people as terrorists, or me who's saying, yeah, I know not every Indian's like this?
like, again, this goes without saying.
You know, there's 2 billion or so of these guys. There's no way
He's putting this in here. It makes me look like a fucking angel.
every single one of them is not wearing
Yeah,
deodorant and
obviously.
not showering.
Yeah, I agree, and same from my side as well. Anything I say in this video about certain kinds of people or ethnicity or nationality or
You just called him Bomberman! Yeah, same with me. I'm not here to stereotype. Are you fucking high? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Yo, this guy's actually a fucking nincompoop. And I know there's kind of an irony in anything with poop, but like, listen, the reality is he's not gonna get away with that. He's not gonna get away with saying he's an innocent, you know, not biased person when he just, nah, bro.
religion will not apply to the whole population. It's not like every Muslim is a terrorist or every white guy is a cuck. So just don't be embarrassed if I say something about it, okay?
This is not a call of violence towards Indian people, nor is it intended to bully anybody of Indian descent. This is simply me reacting, disagreeing, or questioning with culture, as well as my raw reaction to certain clips.
Same from my side as well. I'll be giving my genuine reactions and will be
Yo.
pointing out some hypocrisy and misinformation.
Yeah, that's okay, right?
So here we have a bunch of Indians basically adapting the Western culture, calling themselves lesbian, bisexual and transgender and trying to be as American as possible. But let's see
No, I think they're trying to be as gay as possible. Like what? Yeah, dude, they're trying so hard to be American. That's why there's no American flags. There's nobody who is, you know, singing the national anthem or doing really anything American at all. And they're just being a bunch of, you know, gay people. So how is that them trying to be American?
That's okay, right?
So here we have a bunch of Indians basically adapting the Western culture, calling themselves
That's such a bad argument, dude. He's basically saying that, yeah, this is our fault that they're becoming gay. Bro, we didn't make India gay, okay? They're just doing that.
lesbian, bisexual and transgender and trying to be as American as possible. But let's see
Bro.
how the real Americans react.
What's like the gayest place on the planet? Is it
this
in the
gay?
US? It probably is in the US, let's be honest. Bro, my keyboard is just not working these days. Whatever. Let's just move on.
Oh, I'm a lesbian?
Yeah, that's okay, right, guys?
Oh, Portland,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
probably.
bisexual. That, you know,
Sure.
it's not my cup of tea, but it's up to you.
Okay. Okay.
No, once again, not my cup of tea, but if that's what
Sure.
you want to do, you know, that's okay.
Yeah, obviously you'll be okay with it. After all, your country started this shit.
Right. Well, wait. So you're saying obviously I'd be okay with it? So listen, I don't know if you know anything about me. I have been probably one of the biggest critics of the radical LGBT sort of things that are happening in America, and almost a lot of my success has been because of my ability to call these things out in an articulate way and in a way that people agree with. So how the fuck are you going to sit here and act like my country, you know, we're like a bunch of the gayest people ever, and like I'm the reason for that, or I'm okay with that? Like, I don't actually agree with most of this stuff at all. Like, I don't think he understands me going along with this is like a little ironic.
They're saying Hijra, it's not Hitler. Don't let it get to you, Snow White.
Don't let it get to you, Snow White.
It's not Hitler, it's Hijra.
Yeah, bro. Like, your own is that I don't speak your weird language, like where you're saying Hydra. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you know I don't speak that language, and you're saying that because something sounds like Hitler, that I'm supposed to know a word that isn't even in my fucking language.
Don't try to act over smart, man. It's not Hitler. I'm telling
Don't try to act all smart. I think me acting like I'm confused is the opposite.
you, it's not Hitler.
Does he know he's talking to a pre-recording? I can't hear him.
Please. Please.
Wait, what? Okay. Did they just say that they're Hitler?
That's...
Fuck, man! Are you guys deaf or what? This fucking Snow White solved differential equation in there trying to decode what these guys are saying, but still
I'm not acting like it's a differential equation. I'm acting like the word that he said that sounded like Hitler was Hitler.
ended up agreeing to this Bomberman's manipulation tricks. These guys are calling themselves Hijra, which is technically a third gender, or in today's context, they are American from Middle Eastern descent.
So wait a second, if that random word doesn't... Why would you even say this? Bro, this guy's so dumb. Let me go full cam. He's literally saying, right, that Indians are adopting the Western culture of being a bunch of gay, you know, people, right? They're doing all this pride stuff, right? That's because they're trying to be American. And then he goes on to say the word that they said that sounded like Hitler is actually an Indian word for a third gender. So how the fuck is that the US or the West if it's your own word for third gender? That makes no sense at all.
This has nothing to do with Hitler. So here this Chinese
You
guy
just
is
played
showing a
yourself. That's your culture. That's not the West.
deodorant bottle to an Indian, and obviously is not going to recognize the deodorant bottle, which is not
Sorry, real quick. I just figured out I should do this. Is my mic buzzing at all? Figured out I should do this. Is my mic buzzing at all? Oh no, it's perfect. Perfect.
available in India. And this Chinese guy is like, what? You don't know the product that's not available in your country? What the fuck?
You don't know? Look,
Dude, he's gonna defend this clip where the guy's putting on deodorant and the Indian guy in Omegle doesn't know what it is.
deodorant.
Perfume?
That Indian guy literally said perfume, which is not very much different from a deodorant. And
I mean, like, but it is though.
this Chinese guy is reacting
Oh yeah, man. You just give him a pass. Sure, he didn't know what deodorant is, but he was close enough. Bro, if you don't know what deodorant is, you're done. Like, there's no half credit. It's a pass or fail. You either fail by not knowing what deodorant is, or you pass by knowing. He didn't know. He failed.
as if he said Taiwan is a separate country in front of the CCP, and now we are all going to die. First of all, if a Chinese man proudly shows me something online, I would just think that they have manufactured a new virus back in Wuhan, and we are gonna see live demo of how it's working. Anyway,
Bro, this guy's so racist. It's actually crazy. He's going after literally everybody who isn't Indian. He's talking about how there's like a Wuhan virus because a guy talked on Omegle because he's Asian. This is crazy. And I understand racism can be justified because of certain things that people do. And it's, you know, that you have prevalent behaviors in their race. But this is a random guy. We don't even know if he's Chinese, by the way. That guy didn't even look super Chinese. This guy doesn't look that Chinese to me. I don't even know what he could be. And immediately this guy looks at him. He goes, yeah, bro, this guy's responsible for like a Wuhan outbreak. That's nuts.
they have manufactured a new virus back in Wuhan, and we are gonna see live demo of how it's working. Anyways, let's see how far this conversation goes.
Do you use it?
I don't need that.
Brother, you need to use it. You need to use it.
Why should I?
Because if not, you're gonna smell bad.
It doesn't matter.
This guy just asked, why
Bro.
should he be using
I'm so curious how the guy who's making this video defends this.
deodorant as if it's not the obvious answer to that. Like, bro, you are going to smell like shit. Like,
Why does he live in a fucking bouncy house?
literal poop from a butt.
I forgot I said this. He does look like he's in a bouncy house.
Well, I understand he don't want to use deodorant because he doesn't know what deodorant is. He
That's terrible. That's awful. I understand he doesn't want to use deodorant because he doesn't know what it is. That's not good, dude. That's terrible. Like, why? That's not good.
knows perfume, but you don't know what perfume is. So it's kind of a
Nobody here doesn't know what perfume is. Where did you get this from? Everybody, I know what it is. You know what it is. Everybody watching my video on YouTube knows what it is. What do you say? Again, you're making random things up to sort of draw the conversation away from the fact that we just saw a guy who is clearly Indian, probably living in India, who doesn't know what deodorant is.
Actually, that's happening here. But even if he doesn't use deodorant, I don't think he's going to
Even if he doesn't use deodorant, what are you about to say? Even if he doesn't use deodorant, what?
smell like shit because he's not a Westerner. You see,
Yo, Indians are saying it's good that they don't use deodorant because they're not white. Yo. I can't. I actually can't. Dude, there's no way. I can smell this video. I can smell this video through my monitor, bro.
Westerner have this culture of not washing their ass and their hand after they take a shit.
That's not true at all. You have urine in your soap.
But at least
Like, assuming you use it, it has piss in it.
in India, we watch both of these things. So at max, he's going to smell sweaty, not like you or this Chinese guy or this.
So he literally admits it. This is insane. So you're telling me that he doesn't use deodorant and at worst he'll smell sweaty. That's pretty not good, dude. If your entire country smells like BO, that is a problem. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? This is insane.
Snow White.
Indian BO is probably one of the most pungent scents out there. Okay, people are gonna think that I'm lying or making this up. This 1000% happened, and this is literally like one of the most, I would say, radicalizing things that ever happened to me. I went to the gym at my old university for like a normal typical workout on like a Wednesday night. It was like 2 or 3 winters ago. I was in the middle of doing a barbell curl, a bicep curl, right? And I remember this so distinctly. This dude like moves next to me to go to the weight rack and grab weights. As he's walking past me, I am pulling the weight up. So I'm inhaling, I'm like, I get the strongest, poisonous, most pungent attack on my nostrils I have ever experienced in my life. This guy smelled like dead fish from the Victorian age. From India. I'm not joking. I dropped the weight immediately. I went to the bathroom. I dry heaved in the fucking toilet for 20 minutes. Didn't throw up. Maybe started crying a little bit. I went home. Worst night of my life. I honestly wanted to report the guy. Because it's like, at a certain point, you are a problem. It's not like a slight inconvenience where it's like, that's not good. I'll move away. Dude, you're creating a gas chamber inside the gym. You need to be fucking banned and like deported. Fully.
You guys really need that deodorant to suppress the smell of that shit stuck in your ass crack.
This has to be projection, dude. This has to be projection. Like, he's like so afraid of people stereotyping Indians as having like a some sort of philia for poop that he has to call Americans the poopiest of them all.
But that's not the problem with at least this guy. But yeah, giving you the benefit of doubt, I think he should use deodorant as well.
And that's fine when you're
That's not what you just said. You said giving me the benefit of the doubt, this guy should use deodorant. How is that giving me the benefit of the doubt? What the fuck did I do? I just said, I'm watching this. Why am I involved in this guy's deodorant procedure? Like, how about, yeah, he should wear deodorant? How about, yeah, he should put that on before he goes to work, before he does, just have it on in general. Why did you bring me into this? You just spent 3 minutes defending him not wearing deodorant and then said, yeah, but he probably should. So I don't... Okay.
in India because I'm sure everybody else just smells the same there.
Alright.
But when you come to Canada or America, you're gonna whip people's heads wondering what that smell is.
Yeah, that's a bold statement, but same goes to Canadian and American people as well. You see a place where everybody is moving around having a pile of shit stuck to their asshole, and these guys are also accustomed to each other's asshole.
What the fuck is this guy talking about at this point? He has like a fantasy where everyday Americans are just wearing like, you know, loaded diapers, like just loaded underwear with poop. Like the creamiest poop is just on our butts at all time. Bro, that's just not accurate. Like factually, that is not anybody in this country. Maybe it's like a small child. Jesus. And he said he's not going to generalize too, by the way. That's pretty funny.
Smell. So when an outsider like an Indian comes in with a clean ass, obviously he's going to be outcasted.
Dude, this is insane. Like he's using this video to say, yeah, Indians have the cleanest butts. This has so much support in the Indian community right now.
Not 8 billion people in the world. I've been all over the world, and I haven't seen nearly 8 billion people.
Have you been to India? I know a lot of
This
people
is
skip
so
that
cope.
destination, but
Who are this lot of people? All I see is every day some new American vlogger coming to India to farm some views, and those
He's literally saying Americans have poop all over them, and it's like, yeah, only when they go to India.
who don't have the flight money are farming views by picking random videos from the internet and making a 1-hour compilation of them speaking nonsense about India, and
All videos that you defend, by the way. God, who's this handsome son of a gun? Yo, can we get some gifted subs in the chat for me going to war with India? Normally, I wouldn't ask for money, but it's times like these where it's like, you know, I'm truly at, you know, I could be anywhere and randomly get struck by an Indian vigilante. You know what I mean?
the guys who can't even do that are reacting to those kinds of videos. So right now it's
You're saying I can't go to India. Maybe I just don't want to. Like, dude, you're trying to own me by saying I don't have the money to go to India, but it's like, dude, I'm telling you for a fact, I could probably, with the money I have, book over 100 trips to India. I would want to do, out of those 100, 0 of those ever in my lifetime.
the fact that nobody
I'm curious what this guy looks like, by the way, too. I mean, he doesn't, I mean, you know, I mean, I have some ideas, but...
is skipping India.
and even if you don't go to visit India, like I want to ask this guy, how many Indian people have you seen? If you genuinely traveled the world, how many Indian people have you seen without going to India? Because they are everywhere.
So what's the problem in that? Indians right now have a lot of disposable income.
Well, you tell me. I mean, it sounds like your place is like the best. You hate America so much, you hate Canada so much, but all your people want to go there. So how does that make any sense? If you're telling me, right, that, yeah, you know, yeah, Indians are everywhere in these countries that we hate. What does that say about your country? If you don't want to stay there, doesn't really make sense. Yo, thank you, the Out Council, for the 5 gifted subs. E-begging works, guys. If you ever want 25 bucks, just like that, you ask for it and people give it to you. If you're speaking the truth. And boom, Aylin with the 10 gifted subs. So how much? I mean, bro, that's just what I do. I speak the truth and people like it, so they send me money. Thank you, guys. Seriously, I know I'm kind of tooting my own horn, but I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the subs. Alien, especially you. You've given me like a lot of subs over the past few streams, so I really appreciate it. You don't have to. If you've already given me a lot of subs, you do not feel obligated to give. You've already given me a lot of money, but if you're watching this, if you're a freeloader, you gotta start coughing it up. You know? No, I'm just kidding. You guys are good. I wouldn't pay money, bro. If I was watching this stream, you think I'd put on my fucking credit card? Absolutely not, bro. I'd save my bread. Huh, I'm a cheapskate. Anyway, continuing.
Which they are spending to roam all across the globe. If your Middle Eastern cousins would have the same amount of money.
Wait, you're saying Indians are so rich they're exploring the globe? Really? Is that why they're doing scam calls? Because they just have so much money?
They could have also roamed around the globe. But no, they'll only go to UK through that immigration board, right? And yeah, if you're calling out the Indians who have illegally immigrated to different countries, then I'm on your side. But if an Indian is legally going to a different country for work or tourism, and you hate his existence, then actually the problem lies within you and not those guys.
Well, that's not really true. I mean, if the government is importing a bunch of people from India that you don't support, that's like something you're totally valid in disliking. I think if your government basically just says without the, you know, sort of vote from their people that they're going to bring in millions of people from another country, you have the right to be angry at that because that's a decision you didn't get to vote on, right? And they just decided to do it.
Time in NHL history, O Canada will be performed in English and Punjabi.
Why? Why would you need the national anthem to be translated? If you're doing the national anthem translated, is it still really the same national anthem? Nobody listens to the national.
So he does have a point.
I don't have any issue with my legal Indian coworkers. Well, let me ask you this. If every single one of your coworkers was Indian and that was basically because of the government saying we can pay these people less for doing the work, the same work that people who are born here are doing, you would have an issue with that, right? Because that's essentially what the H-1B system is. It is mainly people from India being granted citizenship in the US, and they are basically, they're allowed here because they're doing jobs that Americans are doing, but for less money. And employers love that shit.
No, he doesn't have a point here. Because if you would have heard the announcement properly.
But also, let's just get back to this clip. So, in Canada, they were singing the national anthem in Punjabi.
He does have a point.
No, he doesn't have a point here. Because if you would have heard the announcement properly, it says that for the very first time, the national anthem is going to be in English as well as in Punjabi.
Yeah, that's like, that was the point. Like, the point is that's something that's happening for the first time. Like, this is a new thing. That was the point, that it's like you're introducing this new thing, and it shouldn't be that way because the reason it is like that shows of the problem with mass immigration.
So nobody's removing the English national anthem. But the
yeah, I mean, sure, but I mean, that's if you continue along this trend to where you're introducing another culture, another language, and then the demographic shift continues on, what do you think happens? Eventually, the English one gets substituted fully with the Punjabi one.
main question here is, Canada has two official languages, French and English. So
yeah, not three. Okay.
Where is the French national anthem? Obviously, there should be some discussion around it, but I don't think these guys even know that Canada has two official languages. And since the national anthem is already available in two languages, adding one
He's literally saying, like, yeah, and none of those are Punjabi.
more language is not a very big deal. But yeah,
funny.
I can understand these guys' concern that they don't want Indians to snatch Canada from them like they snatched it from the native Canadians.
Yeah, true. By the way. So he knows. He's like, yeah, he doesn't want, so he knows that people don't want Canada to be replaced with Indians. That's funny. So he's aware.
International students, great. They're all studying at schools that are legitimate? No. 94% are studying at community colleges and these diploma mills for certificates. Like Anderson College, that used to be a Walmart, and then they made it into some diploma mill.
What the fuck? What? I've never heard of this.
Like Anderson College, that used to be a Walmart.
What?
And then they made it into...
Bro, this is like an entire iceberg.
There's no such iceberg. These colleges and diploma mills are
I just thought that was funny.
run by Canadians only, and they know that many Indians want to come to Canada and work there. So these guys just open random colleges so that they can earn money from Indian villagers.
That's terrible. That's awful. Wait, so it's true. It is an iceberg. So if he goes, there's no iceberg, and then explains the iceberg. That's so funny. So he's like, yeah, there's no such iceberg. Let me go on to explain the iceberg. So basically, on the top layer, you basically have the native Canadians that see an economic opportunity, and, you know, they then go on to take Walmarts that have been abandoned and then turn them into colleges that exist as diploma mills. And basically, they're mainly, you know, people who are going to them are foreign Indians. Dude, that's awesome.
In total, Canada earns almost $8 billion from Indian students alone, and I don't think it wants to lose that money.
So yeah, basically these people
So it does exist, and it is an iceberg, but you've then just said, okay, but we're going to justify it by saying there's an economic incentive for it. I hate when people do this, right? They will say that something isn't happening. Then when they figure out that it is happening, they justify it. So either you could be honest from the get-go and just say, yeah, I know it's happening, but it's good. Or you have to just continue to deny it in delusion. Why don't we just skip the part of where you deny it because it's true and get to the point where you defend it? Because he's going to defend it by saying there's an economic opportunity. The problem is I don't think any economic opportunity that comes at the cost of the native-born population is one that is worth it. I'm sure America could grow in GDP if we had slave labor, but if slave labor means replacing people who are born in America by people from the third world that will take slave wages, then I don't support it. That's what my position is.
are using these diploma mills shown, which really aren't real colleges, in order to loophole the student visa laws.
So yeah, Canadians are running those schools and taking hefty amount of tuition fees from Indians just to give them a
hefty amount? Bro, it's probably not that much.
Diploma without proper education, but
Wait. Hold on a second. Did you guys see that? 942.
just to give
Wait, so they gave college of bullshit, master of crap. Is this like on purpose?
them a diploma without proper education, but still Indians are the bad guys. Why don't you guys just stop importing international students altogether?
If we could, we would. It's like something I've mentioned we don't really get to vote on. When the government decides to do something like this, if people really could say, hey, we don't want it, and they would stop, we would do it.
Compromise on that aid.
The problem is the people who have power are the, employers who benefit from this sort of stuff. And they will lobby to make sure this stuff continues on.
$1 billion, and you won't see many Indians.
Are you sure this isn't bait? Do you think it's bait? We've watched this entire video and it goes on for another 10 minutes. It's not bait.
It's coming to your country.
I wish
know
it was.
That's not going to happen anytime soon.
Millions, literally millions of villagers
Oh
that
my
compete with high
God.
school and college kids for jobs. That's why people are talking about pooping on beaches. Indians have been here forever. Never heard about pooping on beaches until now.
This is why I told you guys
No.
to finish your food before we go into this video a little bit deeper, because yeah, we will be talking.
No way. Don't be pooping on the beach in Ontario. Oh no. I mean, guys, is this real? With all my heart, I do not want to believe this is real.
Talking about this shit.
No, it's not real. If you properly look at the article in the background, it specifically mentions no proof.
Bro, the entire fucking thing's covered by his head. It says no proof, but we don't... What does it say before no proof? Is this guy a real human? This is retarded. He just sees the word no proof on the screen and says, dude, that has to be what they're saying.
This no pooping on the beach campaign was a propaganda against Indians, where few people claim that they saw some Indians shitting on the beach, but they did
How about just don't poop on the beach?
not have any proof of that, because actually there was no Indian shitting on the beach. It was just a false claim.
So a bunch of people were trying to stop something that never even happened. I find that hard to believe. I don't know.
First, we gotta
I find it hard to believe because I've seen videos of it. And in this video that I'm reacting to here, we literally are shown the video of the thing the article is saying. So when I ask, is this real? Later on, it shows to be 100% real. He just doesn't show the clip.
talk about the Indians going into Japan.
Yeah, now we are concerned about Japan as well. So this guy is currently very sad because a lot of Indians will go to Japan and according to him destroy that country. But being a Middle Eastern Muslim, he should not be worried about it because his cousins are already there in Japan. They've already started blocking roads for namaz, and very soon they'll destroy Japan as they have destroyed.
They literally are so beefed up. Like, you notice this? The Arab versus Indian stuff is like, bro, they hate each other.
UK. So you are definitely not in a position to talk about the welfare of Japanese people because Japanese people have already started fighting back against your community. They are so cautious against your kind that they will start protesting against you even if you start a simple tourism campaign. Now I'm getting bored of this nonsense, so let's speed it up a little bit. These guys claim that women are unsafe around Indian men, but I have already covered this topic in my previous video, so I'm just copy pasting that content.
Okay.
Here. But right now let's talk about women and child safety. See, these guys claim that women and children are very much safe in their country, but the reality is white men are their god's most rapiest soldiers. Taking United States of Cucks as an example, the population of US is almost 1/3 of India's population, but they have almost 5 times more rape cases than in India. And I know some Indian with inferiority
I wonder if the cases are because they actually report them.
complex will shout, "No, in India rape cases are not recorded properly.
True!
That's why the count is very low. Americans are
Damn, this guy's spitting.
better than us, sir. You are..."
Yeah, there's like no stigma for reporting SA in America. Like, you come out with an allegation, people support you. There's believe all women. There is not a stigma of like coming out with your story and reporting it, right? I also believe like the police take this stuff way more seriously here.
Saying things wrong, very wrong. So for their clarification,
again, there's also, I have it in my second monitor because I just pulled this up. The moment he said anything about women, I wanted to make sure I have the data here. United States is generally better for women than India because they have much stronger legal protections, workplace rights, sexual harassment laws, domestic violence laws, higher safety overall. The US still has issues, but rates of crimes against women are significantly lower than in India. More education and economic opportunity, especially for careers with high pay. More autonomy, freedom in dating, dressing, lifestyle, etc. Better healthcare access, etc.
I've checked the national records
and marriage rape is legal in India. I said that. I want to make sure that's true. Is marital rape legal in... Let's take a look here. It says it's not fully criminalized under law, so...
It mentions that almost 60% of rape cases are unreported in US. And let's assume India is very bad and we have like 90% cases unreported and US has only 60% cases unreported. Then also US is way worse than India. And not to forget, their musical festivals are a hub of sexual assaults. In
Their music festivals.
a survey, 92% girls reported that they have faced some kind of harassment.
So basically, let's not talk about the country. Let's talk about one particular music festival. Why are we getting into this specific one when you can just go back to data? Like, I feel like this is not a good argument.
And this is just 20th century, guys. In past centuries, these guys used to burn women alive when they refused to get raped and called it witch hunting. And these assaults
So because of something that happened in the 1450s, what were you guys up to in the 1450s? If we want to go back that far, I'm sure it doesn't look too good for you either.
are not limited to women and children only. As you know, majority of these guys are gays, so they equally assault men as well. And I was looking how dirty the Western society actually
The majority of these guys are gay, he says.
is. And one of my subscribers
Just
told me that
factually
from
wrong.
1971 to 1979, child pornography was legal in their countries. So yeah, so much for the civilized society, right? This was for the American society, and for the Middle Eastern society, I think it would be a shame for Indians to be compared to that society, because these guys literally have rape games in their countries where they grab a girl and form multiple circles around her. The people in the internal circle keep on raping the girl while the
Dude, I'm looking at my second monitor here. He talks about CP being legal in the 90s. I literally look at this and it says the Protection of Children from Sexual Offenses Act in 2012 was passed in May 2012. It explicitly criminalizes the use of CP. Bro, you're talking about the 90s. CP got fucking illegal in your country in 2012. 20 years later.
outer circle keeps the crowd away, and when the job is done, the whole gangs just run away and nobody faces any consequences.
brutal,
They
bro.
did it once with a foreigner news reporter and then it came to the limelight, but this is a very common thing in their country.
A little
For
late.
example, this guy is drinking cow piss.
So now we're coming back to cow piss, and that's perfectly fine to criticize, but I don't think a person from Middle Eastern descent should have any say in this, cause their own
Dude.
culture is drowning in camel urine and camel dung.
He's an American. Why are you? He's like of Middle Eastern descent, but he's an American. He's American. I've met this guy. He's not like some fucking third worldist. This is my boy you're talking about here. Watch the way you fucking speak, little bitch. All right, shut the fuck up. You know, you're romanticizing your third world country while you're criticizing some guy who lives in United States of America and makes money on YouTube, which is a advent of American culture. So shut the fuck up, pussy.
These guys have been using camel dung to cure dysentery, and that dung has to be fresh from the asshole. And the less we talk about the camel urine, the better.
Go criticize these people, not him.
So I've noticed that a lot of Indians are kind of insecure about their race and claim to be something else. Or
yeah, that's one thing I also don't like is I don't like when people specifically from India are like super into American politics. Like I think that shit's just so whack.
I see this on Twitter still, bro. It's accounts based in India weighing in on these sorts of things. And it's like, dude, it's like clearly a LARP. Like they're trying to act like they're going to be the people to save Western democracy and stuff. It's like, dude, you're like tweeting from, you know, some like hut.
Actually, this
Some broken building.
is a very stupid point that this Snow White is giving, because in this modern
The Snow
interconnected
White.
world, every political decision in a major country impacts other countries as well. And since a lot
Dude, no, that's not true. Like these accounts that are based in India talking about the Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, like they have any stake in this. Bro, it's like, shut up, bro. It's a American culture war and you're trying to act like you're a soldier in it.
of Indians are living in America, it's quite natural for Indian people to have interest in American politics as well. But just stop for a second and look at the hypocrisy on his face. He's reacting to an Indian fatigue video, which mainly talks about people that are living in India. But on the other hand, he's saying that it's whack when people from other country are commenting about his country's affairs.
also,
Well, another thing is there's mass immigration that directly affects the US, right? So when you look at the people they're importing, you have to criticize the country that they're being brought from. And then you look and it's like, wow, there's a lot of bad shit happening there.
another thing that cracks me up is that Indians practically love Israelis, despite
Is that true?
Israelis seeing them as subhuman.
See, I'm in a hurry, so I'll explain you briefly. Indians do not love Israelis. You see, India has seen many terrorist attacks from Pakistan's end, but Indian government does not take any strict action against Pakistan. But on the other hand, when Palestine attacks Israel, Israel responds with full force. And that's why some Indians like Israelis, because they believe at least someone across the globe is fighting against terrorism. And that's why these guys support Israel in the Israel-Palestine conflict, which upsets Muslims around the globe as well as Orthodox Christians that hate
I love that. He's in a hurry.
the Jews.
Gotta go. Gotta
So now
blast.
what these guys do to fight back? They try to humiliate Indians who support Israelis. And since this guy is also Muslim, so he'll also be following the same toolkit.
Like the man is saying, I love Israel, and he's being told to go back to India, and it seems like his girlfriend, wife, or sister or something is saying, you are the king of kings.
This is an unverified fake video. This is also an unverified fake video.
That's it. It's fake. It's all fake. Why I said so? Dude, W community notes.
And this clip was also in that previous Indian fatigue video. Maybe this Indian fatigue guy and that
so
Indian
awesome.
fatigue guy are in a WhatsApp group and they share notes on how to hate Israelis as well as Hindus.
Most natural wigs are made with Indian hair, over 99.9%. It's called black gold in the industry.
You wouldn't believe where this video is heading.
In 2004, this fact changed everything for Orthodox Jewish women.
Yeah, Jewish women were like, wow, this is such amazing hair. Where did you guys get this from? Oh, India? Yeah, we're gonna have to burn it now.
The article clearly says that Indian wig may contravene their religious law, so all of those women burned their wigs. I don't think it was a problem for the Hindus because the hairs that were used to make those wigs were already used in a ritual and were of no use. This guy is trying his best to show how Israelis are very bad towards Indians, especially Hindus, and maybe they actually are, but his arguments are not making me believe it.
The caste system in India was abolished in
Yeah,
1950.
no, so I actually know about this because my old roommate knew an Indian guy who was like born in India, and he learned all of the things that are actually common cultural practice, and they do follow the caste system invisibly.
Now you might be wondering, when did this start? Because
He doesn't argue with it. He knows it's true.
it got abolished in 1950s. Surely that's a
They still do. They treat like it's not legal the caste system anymore, but they act as if it's still like in their law.
Around-
It exists in like a legacy way.
the time your grandparents were born. So when did this start? Apparently
Isn't that
it was
crazy?
estimated to start in 1500 to 500 BC. So
Yeah.
a system where you are heavily discriminated against based off of
It
how
hasn't
you were
like fully
born
even gone
and
away.
what family you were born in has existed for almost 3,000 years, if not over that.
It says that caste system's origins are rooted in Vedic period, not
So, by the way, you know what's funny? If he does this, I might have to like take a shot on stream. If he's about to say that this started a long time ago, when about 5 minutes ago, he literally criticized burning women alive, which took place in like the 1400s, I'm going to lose my shit. If he's going to say this happened forever ago, when 5 fucking minutes ago, he just said something that happened forever ago to criticize Americans, I might have to take a shot.
that it's prevalent from 1000 BCE. In the same screen it's written, it was a fluid division of labor called Vern. Do you know what fluid means here? It means a person
Okay,
can
so he kind of did.
change his labor class if he wants to. So it's not like what this bomber man is trying to claim. But yeah, it's true that over time it became rigid and right now it's a strict system. But stop worrying about the Indian caste system for a minute and let's focus on the Middle Eastern caste system. Yes, I'm going to show you
So he says just don't focus on it, man. Don't look at what we doing. Look at what they're doing.
caste system within the Muslim society. So basically Muslims are divided into 3 sects. The first one is the Ashraf.
I don't care. I'm not Muslim. This is not what we're talking about. He's just doing no you. He's just saying, oh yeah, but Muslims do it too. Okay. I don't like caste systems in general. When they do it, it's bad too.
World. Oh, but these Indians were making jokes about it and stuff like that. But then the moment they found out he was Khalistani, they turned on him. By the way, Khalistani is just northern Indian.
What the fuck, man? How delusional or dumb you have to be to show a fake map and expect us to believe it. I mean, your audience and this guy might be that dumb, but not everyone is, man. Khalistan is an idea of a separatist group, but it's not officially a part of India. The actual Indian map looks like this, and the Khalistani wants to cut a part
Where is it on the map? Does he point to it? I don't know where it is.
of India and make it a new country.
It was up here in the first map. I don't see it here.
Khalistan. But that is not done yet.
In Punjab, there's a visa gurudwara where people offer toy aeroplanes praying for their visas to get approved.
Like, who comes up with this? Like, how do you know, what to sacrifice to get approved?
The same way Muslims came up with sacrificing of goats during Bakrid.
So most of his arguments that aren't arguments are just saying that, yeah, we do this, but so do Muslims, which is like, I don't care. I think they're both bad. If there's a bad behavior, then I'll call it out.
Yes, because radical Islamics are well known for their shaved faces, Indian accent, and the stereotypical polo t-shirt. Abhay Nayak arrested for bomb threat on UK flight. Just once again, another Indian trying to tarnish Muslim name.
Having a non-Muslim name does not automatically mean that you're not a Muslim. There are thousands of terrorists roaming around the world with fake name, fake identities, and fake personalities, and it's only when they are caught we get to know their real identity. So this guy not looking like a stereotypical Muslim man doesn't cut you any slack. And what image you are talking about? All the terrorist
well, he's not Arab.
Organizations across the globe are Muslim organizations, so there is actually no image left to be tarnished because your own community has destroyed it with their beautiful actions. So much so that it's currently unredeemable. So instead of straight away playing the victim card, why not just do some retrospective and improve yourself? So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for staying till the end of this video, and we'll see you next video. Till then, keep playing, keep smiling. Sandman out.
Wow. Wow. Well, guys, we did it. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm truly speechless. I don't even know what to say. That may have been the worst video I've ever seen. I'm not even joking. That might be the worst video I've ever watched. That is insane. I guess I'll just end off by saying thank you for watching. If you made it to the end of my video, be sure to leave a like if you liked, and you can leave a dislike if you disliked, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.